Now, today's video is a bit of a different video. We're going to be talking about Conquest and what happens to Conquest, of course, after the events of Season 3. Because a lot of you are not comic readers, and neither am I, but I still know somehow. So I'm going to be giving you the in-depth breakdown, because I did not watch that 3-hour video for nothing. But anyway, before we do get in, I do want you to like, subscribe. Also join the Discord on screen, and it will be in the description. Yeah, we're trying to revive it. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. Now, let's go early back. We're talking back when Conquest was, well, he was still old, but let's just show you how old bro was. He was literally alive and still quite old when the war happened, where they killed all the weak people, as we can see in Season 1. I'll put a photo up on screen. We do also get to find out what happens to his robotic arm and why it's robotic. He was actually sent on a mission, and the Ragnars basically split him apart pretty much. But that was mainly because of the Scourge virus weakening him, because that was going on at that time. But yeah, even still, he still got absolutely battered. That's why his scar and his arm is missing, since he couldn't regenerate fully because of the Scourge virus taking effect. Now, from the Invincible fight, we do actually get to learn quite a lot. We get to learn somewhat about Conquest and how he feels towards the Viltrum Empire. So he doesn't really have too much loyalty to it. He just goes on these missions to find strong opponents. And as we can see, he's not really playing seriously with Invincible here. He's just kind of toying with him. The last 5 minutes of this fight is just a trauma dump. I'm not even lying. This is literally what the last 5 minutes is. But yeah, Conquest takes it a bit too, he underestimates him a bit too much and basically gets packed. We also get to find out that he was the second strongest Viltrumite warrior, which we kind of already knew, but it was up for debate. Honestly, I'm still debating who's stronger, Nolan or Conquest. I might do a video on that soon if you guys are interested on that. But after their gruesome showdown, which I probably can't even show on here, Conquest does get captured by Cecil, who is so stupid for capturing him here without thinking he could get out, because a couple issues later, he does actually end up escaping, and he flies all the way back to Thrag's place to say sorry, but they let him live, luckily. But yeah, this is just so cold, how he just, escapes, but Cecil's an idiot for doing that, Loki. How did bro think he could not escape? But anyway, what's it called? Thrag tells Conquest to go back and finish the job, and that will actually start our next chapter. But one thing I forgot to mention, that whole Conquest fight was such plot armor. Conquest would have finished him in the first 2 minutes. They had to give him that obsession with fighting, so he had to lose. It's so stupid, but I get why they did it. But before we get into what happens with Conquest next, we also need to address the fact that Omni-Man comes to Earth to recruit Invincible for the upcoming war that they're doing. And while they're on the ship gets ambushed by none other than Conquest. They also do take Oliver with them, which I think was, one of their flaws in this. But basically, Conquest attacks their ship, and basically they have an all-out brawl. There's 3 of them and 4 of, let's say, Team Omni-Man. We've got Oliver, Mark, Omni-Man, and Alan. So we have a pretty stacked up lineup here. So Mark, first of all, goes for Lucan, but it inevitably leads to Conquest attacking Mark, because Conquest is having a fight with Nolan, and this is a point of evidence, if you want to prove who's stronger or not. But they're kind of having a scuffle, and then Mark gets involved with it. And as they're fighting, Oliver starts to kind of join in. And then Conquest notices Oliver starting to run out of breath where they're fighting, and he's got to fly back to a planet, because obviously he's a lot younger than the others, so he can't hold his breath for as long. So he obviously retreated back to the planet. But Conquest actually followed him, but Mark was not going to let that slide on his brother. Nuh-uh, he was not going to let that slide. So he followed him down there to basically give him the beatdown 3000, and they got onto this planet, basically had a humongous brawl, leaving Mark insanely wounded. I could not describe it because I'll probably get taken down. but he gets like some certain organs taken out, and like it's just a brutal fight in general. But Invincible manages to win just by that gasp of hope. That's basically what happens in Conquest. He basically dies at that part because they're having a fight and stuff. But I think that's a kind of rubbish way to end Conquest. I'm not gonna lie. I loved his character at the end of season 3. I felt like he should have been expanded on more. I really did feel like it was stupid. But anyway, that will be the last thing that is in the timeline, because that's where Conquest dies. There's not really much after that about him. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, I do want you guys to smash that like button. If you want me to keep producing these Invincible videos, let me know down in the comments, because I want to know the feedback on these videos. Because I'm not going to lie, I enjoy making these videos. I just want to know if you guys enjoy them as well. So yeah, just subscribe and comment if you're enjoying them. But yeah, anyway, that will be my end of my timeline video. If you want to see any other characters doing on this timeline, let me know in the comments. And I will catch you in my next video, which will probably be an Invincible video, but we'll have to see about that depending on the feedback on this video. But anyway, I'll catch you in a bit.